Hey everyone, Angelo here, homeless filmmaker in LA. Living in my car for 17 months, I think. Feeling a little better than yesterday. The last few days have been really difficult with my dissociative disorder, having flare-ups of my symptoms. I've been doing my best to maintain it, getting up like every hour while I'm studying screenplays. And I'm reading 1 to 2 screenplays a day, sometimes like 1.5, and doing burpees, push-ups, squats, just to keep moving, because that helps with my disorder to sort of feel grounded and to get that anxiety out of me, these manic thoughts I have, these racing, intrusive thoughts. It helps a bit. Last hour, over an hour, I was doing burpees and back workouts, although I was pausing a little too long. My mind was wandering. I was making an effort not to do that, so that by the end I was just fatigued and wanted to stop. I'm gonna try and do more later today. But yeah, doing a little better, and just trying to stay focused and calm and center my thoughts and stay focused on screenwriting. Because even when I was like myself, when I was feeling good, I was still overwhelmed with, you know, the pressure to be a good screenwriter, to be a filmmaker, do all kinds of stuff with my film career. I'm eating pretty well, all that. Lately I read the screenplays for, first of all, I retyped the screenplay for Superbad, which was a great experience. I learned so much doing that. And then rapid fire, I read a bunch of scripts. What did I read first after Superbad? I'm trying to remember. Did I go straight to reading? Yeah, I think I read Silence of the Lambs, because I remember I had that open in my browser. I read that. And not just reading it quickly and trying to go through, but trying to, you know, have my cognition going while I'm reading it and really understand what's going on, where are the turning points in the screenplay, which is happening all the time, you know, in a good screenplay. Great. Motherfuckers playing loud ass music. I read Adaptation from Charlie Kaufman, a later draft of it, so it's somewhat different from the movie. Not terribly different, but it's just got a few little different sequences and different order of sequences. After Hours, the Martin Scorsese movie, which was a great screenplay. I don't know if I read that one before, and I forgot to mark it down. And Bringing Out the Dead by Paul Schrader, which I'm pretty sure I think I read before, but I kind of forgot reading it. And I was like, whether I did or not, I want to read it again and mark it off, because all these screenplays I haven't read in a while. So it's like I have to, it doesn't matter if I read them before, I have to read them all over again. I read Collateral twice, forgetting I've already read it. I think I read Up twice, and that Collateral and Up are screenplays I want to rewrite, like type out, to really understand how quickly they move, because this is all helping me understand, oh, these slow moving gears in my head of how I'm going to write my own screenplay, they got to move a lot faster. You got to get into the story faster. You can't have this you know, slow moving sequence just observing these characters that I was sort of planning in my head. So it helped a lot reading those, and even trying to keep my cognition going, I still got to have it going even more. And I marked down, I've read 35 screenplays. I've read more than that, but they were like over the years, different ones, and they count, but I'm just counting screenplays of produced movies, most of which I've seen and like. A few I haven't seen. I read the screenplays for Get Out, which was great, and It Follows, which was excellent, but I haven't seen those movies. Yeah, so I'm just trying to do better. That's sort of where all my energy is going. Just try and get myself to be better. So that's why I don't really have terribly exciting videos, but I figure why not at least keep this diary of what I'm doing, because maybe, you know, if I do direct some screenplays I've written, these videos looking back will be much more interesting. Still got progress to do, and you know, as far as recovering from depersonalization, derealization, And just got to stay calm and focus, just focus on getting better. Also, you know, if you can, donate to the Minneapolis, the bail fund, or whatever it is, I'll link to it, but, you know, help the people out there who were protesting, you know, conditions there and treatment that has gone on. I don't want to get into it because that'll make me, you know, manic too, but support them. I'm going to donate just $5. I barely have money, but $5, okay. It's worth it. If I'm not going to be out there, then I can donate. And, you know, donate if you can. So yeah, I'm just trying to keep my thoughts focused, not let my thoughts run away from me, which has been hard the last few days, but I'm getting better, and I'm trying to think, well, if I want to be a great screenwriter, can I really be this distracted person? Oh, there's a shot. That's, you know, constantly focused on other things and distracted? No, I've got to sit down and read and write. So, like I said, I want to read like 100 screenplays before I really get into my screenplay. I'm still just writing a bunch of notes on ideas for sequences, on ideas for where the story's going to go. I keep getting split off to like, well, what if it starts this way? If it starts this way, it's going to be a totally different story because it's setting up something. It's teaching you to watch the movie a certain way. Like, oh, this is going to be the conflict. Well, if that is, then this other conflict has to be removed because they're going to overwhelm each other and neither one's going to get, you know, developed as much as they deserve. So that's a tricky thing. So that's why I'm just training myself now to understand all that and to read and, you know, keep my cognition high, and then retype several of these screenplays, again, while I'm taking pages and pages of notes on my own story ideas. So I was surprised at how much it's helped me reading these last few scripts when I was like, this isn't really in the same even kind of world as the screenplay I'm writing, and yet I realized, oh, but this does inform so much of what I'm doing, because I don't know, the stories are the same in a way. I know somebody's going to take my words out and to mean something else, like, what are you saying, there's no different stories? Take that, yeah, take it to mean that if you want. I'm just saying there's a basic idea of a story. Motherfucker, this guy blasting music. Didn't he just walk around? How'd he get around the park so quick? The same basic story, meaning character wants something, has a flaw, gets in trouble, and has to struggle to get out of trouble, or the trouble destroys that character. That's all I mean. That right there, that's okay. Millions of different stories fit that one idea. That's all I mean by there's one story, in a way. I don't preach it or anything, I'm just saying it just informs what I'm doing. You don't like it, learn your own lessons from screenwriting. Let me know what you... Oh my goodness, he's fucking singing. You know, read your own 35 screenplays, your own pick of them, and then you get your own lesson. But it's incredibly helpful, and I'm learning even more from it than when I first started doing it, just because, I don't know, whatever reason, my cognition's better, and still just recovering, pushing myself to recover, and trying to sort of get back to myself. Oh, look at this, somebody arranged all these sticks here. And just keep moving, which is getting easier for me, you know, now that my disorder's getting more under control. Whereas months ago, moving was so difficult. I could barely get myself to walk around, and I was like confused. I didn't even almost know where I was. Oh, there's a thumbnail for the video. My hair's getting, you know, it's as long as it's ever been. Anyways, I was sweating so much from working out. So yeah, just gonna keep moving and acting as if like there's a camera on me, and I'm thinking, okay, if I'm directing this, you know, camera, I want to show what's it look like to see someone who's, you know, who wants to be a great screenwriter. Well, this is what it looks like to keep working and not get distracted and look at other stuff, because it doesn't matter. It's not going to be of any help to me. So anyway, still recovering, still probably gonna have some down moments, I guess, but hey, like the video and stuff. This is all insight into, you know, a very specific time for me in my life and just in world history. You know, just trying to stay healthy. That's the other big thing too. Like, eat healthy. I gotta lose weight. I think I'm losing weight, but I can't even get distracted by that too and obsess over it. All right, everybody.